Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money Channel. U.S. Senator Cynthia Lummis says Bitcoin and crypto are going to be an important part of our economy moving forward. This is 2024 now in a nutshell. I feel like, because of all these lawsuits that we're seeing now for cryptocurrency by the SEC and the criticism now that we're seeing for Congresspeople like Elizabeth Warren, there is a very, very clear divide on this nonpartisan issue. And I think, though, we are moving in the right way slowly but surely. It is a grind. Wouldn't it just be nice if everybody could just get on board?
Well, when I came to the U.S. Senate, nobody knew anything about digital assets. Nobody knew the difference between Bitcoin and alternative coins. And so we've worked hard to educate members of the Senate. We created a financial innovation caucus. Kirsten Gillibrand and I put together a financial framework for the management of the entire crypto industry. We now are seeing some of the fruits of those labors, planting the seeds of understanding within the Congress about how this asset class is growing, how Bitcoin is a store of value and a means of exchange, how Ethereum is possibly a blockchain platform that can be used for a variety of applications. So this is an industry that's starting to gain the attention of everyday Americans, and it's going to be an important part of our economy going forward unless we blow it.
So in other words, don't blow it. That's what it sounds like she's saying there. Anyway, I want to keep moving, guys, because HSBC has now introduced OmniCollect in the UAE. Now, HSBC, for those of you guys who do not know, is a Ripple partner. So it's available to corporate customers via HSBC Net. OmniCollect is designed to simplify and streamline the way businesses collect digital payments for goods and services sold across multiple payment channels, including credit cards and debit cards, e-wallets such as Apple Pay and Samsung Pay. And this is happening in the UAE, coincidentally, or maybe not so coincidentally. Ripple also has an office in the United Arab Emirates in Dubai. So Kyle Bong, regional head of global payment solutions in the Middle East, he did say the UAE is no exception to the global cashless trend, and we are seeing strong growth in online shopping and digital payments every year. HSBC's OmniCollect will help businesses capitalize on the growth by offering them a simple way to collect payments faster, analyze customers' payment behavior, and spot trends to make informed business decisions. Our strategy is to digitize the bank at scale so that we can innovate faster for customers, and our partnership with Gadia is important in advancing this transformation agenda. So HSBC now looking to integrate into clients' e-commerce account solutions using a specific API that'll interoperate, making this possible. In the UAE, already Ripple enabled and Ripple compliant, and HSBC, one of those Ripple partners. So I'm wondering if they will be using blockchain. I mean, it would be foolish, I think, to think that a lot of these companies are not using blockchain. I don't think that they're saying it, though, outright at this point, because this article is not necessarily about the tech. This article is about the partnership, but we can only assume that in the background, they're likely leveraging the XRP ledger or something similar. Considering HSBC is a Ripple partner, that's what I would assume anyway. Wanted to thank Mike for posting that. Now, Bank XRP here, also bringing us this. Anodos is introducing institutional DeFi on the XRP ledger. We know the XRP ledger is in stiff competition with the likes of Stellar and Ethereum. However, there are going to be a lot of cryptocurrencies that do change the face of finance. And, depending on how much utility gets derived from XRP will depend on how much development there is on the XRP ledger ultimately. So Anodos, they've introduced institutional DeFi on the XRPL. They say here that it remains an untapped territory. Anodos, a Web3 utility resource built atop the XRP ledger, is looking to explore this domain in the absence of pivotal developments from leading development teams like Ripple. In a note procured by the Crypto Basic, Anodos details its intention to introduce institutional DeFi to the XRP ledger ecosystem through the launch of the Paradigm, its liquidity and digital asset management platform tailored specifically for institutional clients. So we don't have the details yet, unfortunately. Scarce on details. However, this does sound like another institutional grade option, I guess, for DeFi, decentralized finance, and trading, not just cryptocurrency, but tokenizing everything on the XRP ledger. Of course, Anodos was founded by Panos, who resides in Greece. And while the broader DeFi ecosystem has steered clear of regulatory drama due to its decentralized nature, the U.S. Security and Exchange Commission recently issued a Wells notice to the largest decentralized exchange, Uniswap. Maybe they are launching this not necessarily, or at least not right away in the United States, or maybe they are going to work on it first and then, see how the regulations roll out before they do introduce this in the U.S. To U.S. markets. But anyway, this is just giving us more detail that more is being developed on the XRP. Great news there. Wanted to thank Bank XRP for pointing that out. Another one here from Mike. Pivio has selected Ripple-enabled currency cloud, guys, to deliver cross-border payments for Chinese merchants. So more XRP utility in China. We don't see a lot in China. So when we do see XRP adoption in China, that gets my ears perking up a little bit. The partnership will allow Pivio to leverage Currency Cloud's technology to collect and pay funds in over 180 countries and more than 30 currencies. So that is going to include the Chinese yuan. One of the major challenges faced by China online merchants is the payment collection and payout process in different markets, especially in emerging regions where infrastructure is not well developed and ensured compliance and payments can be a challenging and complex regulatory landscape. So by using Currency Cloud, we know they are a confirmed Ripple partner. So they are most very likely going to be using XRP in this case. We know that they have the infrastructure to already do this kind of thing, and they've already proven themselves in other markets. So their managing director, they said, Pivio is a fast-growing business in an exciting space. For Chinese firms, the challenges they face in the payment collection and payout process are a real blocker to expansion. So the solution that the Pivio team has built is much needed. This partnership will help the Pivio team further disrupt the online e-commerce payment landscape in emerging markets, and we look forward to being on that journey with them. So here we go, another one, making it easier for Chinese e-commerce merchants to overcome these barriers and challenges, leveraging XRP-enabled Currency Cloud to do just that with their partnership now with Pivio. So great news there. Also wanted to mention this, XRP Crypto Wolf posting this, guys, MasterCard. They have just revealed that they will enable blockchain transactions between Latin America and European corridor. So this is a biggie. I mean, MasterCard is, the second largest credit card company on planet Earth next to Visa. And Visa and MasterCard are both Ripple partners. Well, they've just announced a significant milestone with the launch of MasterCard Crypto Credential. Now operational with its first peer-to-peer pilot transactions, this marks the initial real-world application of the MasterCard Crypto Credential vision, originally unveiled about a year ago at Consensus 2023. Down here, Woo Blockchain says MasterCard announced the launch of the first P2P pilot transaction of MasterCard Crypto Credential on May the 29th. Crypto exchange users will now be able to send and receive crypto using their MasterCard Crypto Credential aliases, and it gives a list of countries here. I will link that in the description for you guys. Watcher Guru also brought up this little video that I wanted to show you guys. I'm just going to read it because it's pretty much just text with music. How MasterCard Crypto Credentials work. So the exchange will first verify a user under the set of MasterCard Crypto Credential standards. And you can see a little demo there. At that point, the users obtain an alias to send and receive funds across all supported exchanges. When a user initiates a transfer, MasterCard Crypto Credential verifies that the recipient's alias is valid. And you guys can see that they're using funny little examples here, cryptocurrencies that I don't believe actually exist. But you can do all this with a few clicks. Then it says when a user, no, I already read that. And that the recipient's wallet supports the digital asset and associated blockchain. So all going to be interoperable too, it sounds like. Then simply submit your transaction with the assurance that your funds are going where you need them to go. And then, what does it say here? Just showing the demo. Benefits of the MasterCard Crypto Credential include a common set of verification standards, simple, safe user experience, reduced risk of losing funds, compliant, transparent transaction management, and much, much more. So that is all now coming from MasterCard, guys. Getting into the crypto space, has already been a partner of Ripple for quite some time now, along with Visa. I believe Visa has actually been a partner of Ripple for longer. Nevertheless, it's all looking very beneficial as we move towards real-world adoption for a lot of these cryptocurrencies. Another great one here from Mike. Worldline, which is also a Ripple partner, they've just signed a deal with Bank Raiffeisen for cloud-based instant payments. So Worldline, another Ripple partner, another large Ripple partner, they're a global leader in payment services. They've just signed a contract with this particular bank based out of Luxembourg. Worldline already works closely with this bank, Bank Raiffeisen, providing services including clearing and settlement of SEPA credit transfers, issuing, processing, and ATM acquiring. With the new agreement, though, Worldline will provide the bank with the means to send and receive instant payments, guys, instant payments as mandated by the EU's instant payment regulations. Remember that ruling came about, I believe it was last month, and now EU companies, these European Union companies, these banks, financial institutions, they have to, by law, offer fast real-time payments. And so Worldline's likely going to be leveraging RippleNet to do just this through Bank Raiffeisen. They will benefit from smarter, quicker onboarding. The bank will also benefit from TIPS connectivity and Worldline's value-added services for transaction sanctions and screenings and stand-in account checks. Beyond the full range of services for compliance with the EU's instant payment regulation, Worldline provides its customers with a comprehensive end-to-end solution for instant payments. Worldline's cloud-based instant payment solution provides enhanced capabilities through API connectivity, reducing integration complexity. It also empowers banks to be available 24/7, 365 days a year, encouraging swifter adoption by customers, clients, and ultimately supporting their regulatory compliance through their journey. So big news here, guys, also coming from, these service providers, these larger ones that have been Ripple integrated for quite some time now. Worldline is likely going to see more business. Some other companies, ACI Worldwide, will likely see a lot more of this. Finastra, another one. And Temenos. It seems like there's always news coming out from the biggies, and especially the ones now that are going to be that are situated in the EU, because now that these regulations have come to pass, a lot of these banks are going to need that API integration, and a lot of them are going to choose these Ripple-enabled mega corporations. So great news there. Again, wanted to just thank Mike Manfield for posting that. Now, if you ever had a doubt that XRP was the chosen cryptocurrency, we're going to go down a bit of a rabbit hole now. Did you know that in 1622, the Ducat was minted by the Fugger family? This is all news to me, guys, but it does spell out a few interesting things, okay? German states the Fugger Babehausen Ducat, which is this currency here. Well, look at that, okay? Doesn't that look like the Triskelion? What has been formed into now the Ripple logo? Well, this is the Fugger Babehausen Ducat, okay? He says it was minted by the Fugger family, or a derivative of the Fugger family, while the original ones who obviously married into the Babehausen family. So the Fugger family minted their own circulating currency called Ducats. The coins also contain, yeah, guys, I'm not making this up, a phoenix, okay, on the actual coin there, and 3 oval shields within the circle, which is reminiscent of Ripple's triple-lobed Triskelion logo. The notorious Economist magazine cover, Get Ready for a World Currency, also features a coin containing the phoenix. Yes, the infamous cover, Get Ready for a World Currency, The Economist, January 1988. The dollar will burn and a phoenix will rise from the ashes. I'm sure you guys remember this. This is a famous one. So the German family that controlled most of the European economy in the 16th century and accumulated enormous wealth, you'd probably be familiar with a thread I wrote in February, XRP, A Long Century Plan. In 2004, Ryan Fugger founded RipplePay. He's a direct descendant of Jacob Fugger the Rich, elevated to nobility of the Holy Roman Empire in May 1511. The whole XRP ascension is not a coincidence, guys, but rather a meticulous, orchestrated revolution spanning generations, crafted by a lineage of bankers in control of the financial system. And this is Ryan Fugger. And I do believe he created this in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada, originally, and then sold the project. But guys, is it just a coincidence? I mean, Fugger, the Fugger Babehausen with the Ripple logo and the Phoenix? I mean, come on. This is what this is, okay? I mean, when I saw this, I was kind of taken aback, and I had to look into it further, guys. Zoom here on Twitter posted this. XRP was created 148 days after BTC. Now, I know I've done videos on this. I always felt like there was that, going back to that conspiracy that the government created Bitcoin, but also had a plan, a backup, kind of creating this other cryptocurrency in conjunction with Bitcoin, creating a better Bitcoin 2.0. I mean, we've talked about the David Schwartz connection, distributed ledger technology patent from 1988, or was it 1990 or 80? I think it was 88, but David Schwartz worked for the NSA or was contracted by the NSA between 88 and 92, I believe. And so, when looking at these things in conjunction, we know XRP was created as a Bitcoin 2.0, looking at what the mistakes could have been for Bitcoin. Well, a Zoom here, Mr. Zoom posted this. Now, this is just a clip from the Wayback Machine. I'm not going to play it for you guys, but I'm just going to show you guys. So up here, it says www.ryanfugger.com. And if you go back, way back to 2009, okay, you can see, I'm just going to scroll through this because he explains this here. I believe this is Crypto Hulk, but May 31st, 2009, clicking on that, you go to Ryan Fugger's page. He's a freelance web developer based in Kelowna, BC, so not Vancouver, Kelowna, who builds and maintains dynamic data-driven web applications, both large and small. And this is, down here, RipplePay, a payment system built on a social network based on the Ripple project that I founded. So, guys, this is from 2009. This has been the case, okay? May 31st, 2009. This has been the case. XRP was created 148 days after Bitcoin, or allegedly after Bitcoin was released. That's the public information that we have, at least. Who knows, though? But the icing on the cake is this, okay? And I think this speaks volumes, guys. This is a clip from a video I did about 3 years ago, March 7th, 2021. Listen to this. And what I mean by that, and I know some of you guys might know this already, but I just wanted to bring up this tweet here, guys, from Tiffany Hayden. Originally, she was talking about, now this tweet goes on for many, many tweets, all the way back from July of 2020. I'm not going to read you guys the entire tweet thread because it's not really necessary. What I really wanted to focus in on is right down in here. Right down here, Tiffany Hayden mentions this back on July 14th, 2020, the fact that the IP address that Ryan had been using to host Ripple Trade for about 5 years and that of BitPay was somehow able to continue to be used was also home to RippleNet.com, TrustCash.com, SMSZ.net, Mark Karpels, and SmartContract.com, and the Pentagon dude I mentioned earlier, along with this website here. So what is she insinuating? Well, apparently, the government owned these websites, or there was at least a connection to some government organizations that had registered these websites as early as 2004 or 2005. The person here, Ryan, she's mentioning, and I know some of you guys might know this, but Ryan Fugger, conceived Ripple in 2004 after working on a local exchange trading system in Vancouver, Canada. The intent was to create a monetary system that was decentralized and could effectively empower individuals and communities to create their own money. Fugger later built the first iteration of the system, RipplePay.com. And Tiffany Hayden is saying that a bunch of these websites, not RipplePay, I don't know if she mentions RipplePay specifically, but a bunch of these websites are already tied to the INSA, so I'm pretty sure that Ripple Communications is INSA. And so I was getting a little confused because we all know the NSA, right? The National Security Agency. I don't have to go over that. So what is the INSA? Well, the INSA is the Intelligence and National Security Alliance. They are a leading nonpartisan, nonprofit trade association for driving public-private partnerships to advance intelligence and national security priorities. Interesting to note that. Let me continue down here. As you guys can see, Bitcoins.com was also born on that IP. So, in 2005, Ripplecom.com, OpenCoin.com, RipplePay.com, and Bitcoins.com were using IP address 64.202.167.192. And she posts a screen grab just demonstrating that those were indeed the IP addresses for those particular domains. Now, it's interesting because if you take a look at some of these websites, well, Bitcoin.com, if you think about Satoshi Nakamoto, he was anti-authority, anti-government, anti-system, and yet, even before Bitcoin was released, Bitcoins.com was registered on the same IP address as Ripple.com, OpenCoin.com, and RipplePay.com. Let's go back to this. Fugger later built the first iteration of this system called none other than RipplePay.com. We also know that the name that Ripple first started under was OpenCoin, and that was also one of those domain names here that were registered with that same IP address. You can't make this stuff up, guys, so the rabbit hole just got a little deeper, and the Fugger, Babenhausen family were the ones that created the Ducat currency in 1622. How deep does this go? I don't know, guys, but what I do know is I'm feeling more and more confident as the days go by. You learn something new every day. The pieces of the puzzle are just coming together. But anyway, that's just my opinion. I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.